So the VTubing community is at war with everybody else. They feel like they're under attack. They feel like they're being threatened. So they got their digital guns, they got their digital pitchforks, they got their digital tomatoes, and they're gonna throw them all at you and attack you with it. And do you want to know what they're being under attack for? What they feel like they need to defend themselves from? That is a peanut. Yes, a peanut is what has a community in shambles. A peanut is what caused this massive divide and this massive hate and this massive arguments all in the VTubing space. If you haven't been aware, the Streamer Awards are an award show for streamers. And this streamer by the name of the Burnt Peanut won the best VTuber award. Now you might be thinking, why would VTubers get mad at a digital peanut winning a VTuber award? Is that not a VTuber? No, and I think this tweet summarizes it perfectly why the VTubers are mad. He doesn't consider himself a VTuber. He doesn't like VTubers. His audience hates VTubers. He actively makes fun of VTubing as a whole. He goes on to win the best VTuber, and then he makes fun of VTubers for winning. That is why people are mad. That is the summarization. And I don't know if all these things are true, right? I know that he doesn't consider himself a VTuber, and I know he won the VTuber of the year, but I don't know if he doesn't like him, if he makes fun of him. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I have not seen those clips, but let me just say, not considering yourself a VTuber or not wanting to be a part of a certain community doesn't make you not that thing, if you know what I'm saying. Let's just think of one of the biggest YouTubers like, PewDiePie or Markiplier. If they don't consider themselves a YouTuber, but they actively post on YouTube and make videos and content, but they say, no, but I'm not a YouTuber, that doesn't make them not a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody not wanting to be a part of a community and not considering themselves that thing doesn't mean they're not that thing. I get that they're not within the community of the VTubing like space, but you can't really get mad at him for that. You could have your valid criticisms of what he says about you though, but I have not seen those clips. But we also had a big VTuber by the name of Iron Mouse defending Burnt Peanut, and this is what she said.
And people are like, he is not a VTuber. He literally is a VTuber. That literally is the definition of a VTuber, bro. Like, he literally is one.
Problem solved, right, guys? One of the biggest VTubers, I think she won VTuber of the year last year, defended Burnt Peanut. She even said that he's a VTuber. He's a digital peanut. That's what being a VTuber is. And this is what I agree with. I don't think not being part of the community itself doesn't make you that thing. But if she says that he's a VTuber and she defends him, then maybe the things that were said about him aren't that true. Maybe he just doesn't want to be a part of the community. He might not hate them. I'm not aware though. However, because Iron Mouse did defend Peanut, she was getting so much hate sent to her. And this is what Burnt Peanut said about that hate being sent to her.
It's the community that can't handle that she congratulated us for winning. May I repeat? The 40-year-old men cosplaying as 15-year-old anime girls.
So Iron Mouse defended another VTuber and she got all the hate because people don't like Burnt Peanut because he doesn't want to be associated with the VTubing community. And because of all that hate she got, his response was that they were all the 40-year-old men cosplaying as 15-year-old anime girls. And if you're not aware, that's like the most stereotypical, like, diss, way to make fun of any VTuber. And all the VTubers were mad at this. They were all upset, and they kind of used this to show that he doesn't like the VTubing community. But I'm going to be honest, I think it's a valid response. I think using that insult of the 40-year-old, 15-year-old anime girls, he's not describing all VTubers. He's obviously describing, the people that are chronically online and just want to get in every drama. But people are going to take that offensive, people that be in the VTubing space. So I get the both sides. And because he said this, other VTubers took offense to it and criticized him even more, with the VTuber by the name of Nyara saying, can this guy just shut up already? We get it. You deliberately wanted to win an award in a category that you yourself don't want to be in. You have an edgy teen fan base that hates VTubers and just wanted this drama. First of all, I've seen his fan base, videos of them. They're all like 30 plus blue collar workers. I'm not trying to defend them though. I'm just saying the truth. Just move on and go say slurs or something. Okay, I think as we can see, everybody's just mad at everybody else. People are mad at this peanut who doesn't consider himself a VTuber and allegedly doesn't like the VTubing community, which is understandable. I feel like a lot of the VTubing community sometimes is kind of toxic, and you just don't want to be a part of a community that you don't fit in with, right? You could be like a commentary YouTuber, but don't want to be a part of the commentary space. You could be a, anime YouTuber, but don't want to be a part of the anime space. I think that's fine if you feel like, it doesn't mesh well with you. But to me, it doesn't make sense. Why would you insult and make fun of somebody who's also a VTuber who's going to make your niche more mainstream in America? It's already huge in other countries, but don't you want your community and your type of style of content to grow in America? I guess I understand that it's not the way you want it, but it's just, I think it's unnecessary drama. And I think it's important to talk about the fact that a lot of people don't consider him a VTuber, and VTubers included. They're the ones that are saying he's not a VTuber, that he's not included in their community, that he's not a part of he's just whatever, he doesn't fit in, right? That's why I had to pull up the good old Wikipedia, where we see that a VTuber is an online entertainer who uses a virtual avatar. a peanut is indeed a virtual avatar. Whether you like him or not, whether he doesn't want to be part of the community or not, he's considered a VTuber, and that award is justified. He was popular enough to win it. And I don't blame the VTubers for being mad at this guy for winning an award, right? Because he's not a part of your community. He's not like what you, it's like in high school where you have a community of a lot of geeks who binge anime, and then like the cool guy comes over and joins, and he doesn't really mesh well personality wise, but you guys still have the same hobby. Like you guys are still part of the same community, right? Of the same VTubing community, but since he has different views on things, he doesn't kind of see the same, he doesn't see the community the same way you do. He doesn't, you know, make the same jokes. He doesn't have the same personality. He doesn't have the same fan base, and he doesn't consider himself part of the community. Then I understand why people aren't mad at him or dislike him or don't consider him a VTuber. But at the end of the day, he is a digital peanut and he's a VTuber. But that is not it. More VTubing drama and war and more nonsense has been going on because Iron Man, the VTuber we just talked about, has been getting tons and tons of hate because she felt uncomfortable, I guess, meeting other streamers. And here's the clip. Keep in mind, I think this was at Streamer Awards and they saw the iPad, the screen she was on, and they walked up to her. Okay, I don't want to watch the whole 1 minute video, but these are two streamers that walked up to Iron Mouse because they saw her iPad digital thing and they just wanted to say hi to her, and this is what they said.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
What's up?
Wait, quick question. Neymar, I don't feel me.
Yeah,
Neymar,
no questions out of you today.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
No questions out of you.
Yeah.
Ask me anything you want.
Okay, babe,
Okay, I got a question.
how you look in real life?
Whoa. That is
I don't look
everything?
in real life.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh, ugly. That's why I'm a VTuber, duh.
Ah, you're right.
I got a question.
Are you black or white?
I'm Latina. I'm Puerto Rican.
So yeah, that was kind of the basic interaction. They saw her, they know she's popular, they wanted to talk to her, and she said you can ask any questions, and they asked questions, which I guess usually people don't want to ask if you're a VTuber. That makes sense. And people were sending hate to both Iron Mouse and to Rakai and Ray because, you know, people don't like them. Their community started fighting, right? They were telling Ray and Rakai that they need to apologize, that you shouldn't ask a VTuber that's disrespectful, yada, yada, yada. And they were hating on Iron Mouse, saying it's a normal conversation, that she's racist. Like, it was just out of pocket, random insults for no reason, right? And then this is what Iron Mouse had to say about it.
And I get rushed by Rakai and Ray. I will tell you 100%, I was very uncomfortable to the point where I was shaking.
So that's how she felt. She was uncomfortable by the questions, by the interaction, even though in the interaction we saw, she said that they can ask any questions. But to give her the benefit of the doubt, I think most people don't really know how to navigate a conversation with new people you never met. You just try to be nice and polite, even if you don't really want to speak to them or don't know them. And I'm not going to hop on the train of hating on her because there's already tons and tons of videos of people saying, you got mad, it's a digital iPad, just turn off your screen. I think that's just cringe, and like you're just trying to be funny and rude for no reason. Certain people handle situations differently. From the looks of it, I don't think it's that serious. I think she might have been uncomfortable and she just didn't know how to navigate this situation around people she doesn't know. But I don't think Rakai and Ray did anything wrong because they were just trying to meet somebody that is extremely popular and everybody likes them. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the VTubing community right now. Burnt Peanut is not considered a VTuber. People hate him. VTubers hate him. But, you know, he is a VTuber. He won the award. I think we need to just be more positive. And then Iron Mouse is getting all this hate. And then the other streamers are getting all this hate for having a conversation. And I think all this is just fueled by the communities, right? I think people and fan bases are so chronically online and so desperate for attention that they just want to be a part of their favorite streamer's life or something. And they just fuel more hate that doesn't need to be there. And I'm going to be honest, this probably wouldn't have happened. I believe that people do get uncomfortable in certain situations, but I don't believe that this situation where somebody had to apologize or somebody had to make a statement about something that happened would have had to happen if, you know, the fan bases weren't harassing the other streamers. Like, everybody's just harassing each other. And at some point, it's just corny. You got to be an adult, be mature, grow up, get a job or something. Have a good day.